Hello, this is Sewing with Mrs. Ng, and today you are going to learn how to thread and secure the bobbin in the machine, as well as to sew a seam sample. So to get ready to sew, you always want to check your dials. On our dials, we're going to keep it at 0 and 4, and the tension and the pressure dial are fine the way they're set. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove your thread and take a little bit of it out of the spool, and you're going to take the spool cap off of the spool pin, put it on in the middle of the spoke. If you have to break through the tape, it's okay, the sticker. Put the cap back on all the way. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the thread. I like to hold it between my fingers, and I'm going to go under the first one and over the next. You can see the arrows on the machine. Around it, whenever we get to this point, we would need to make sure that the thread take-up lever is in the up position. I actually also remember this has to be up, the presser foot. Then I'm going to go from the right to the left, making sure that the thread is in the hook. I can pull the thread through a little bit because the presser foot's up. Go behind the hook. Drop the presser foot down. I'm going to have to do it a second time so you guys can see. And then I cut a fresh cut, and I go, sometimes you might need to raise your needle a little bit from the front to the back through the eye of the needle. And then you pull it through, raise the presser foot up, and put it between it. If you can pull it like this, there's a slit in the presser foot, then you pull it like this, it means you did it correctly. Okay, and now we're going to do the bobbin. I guess I can just watch it again and again if you guys need to. Okay, and then the bobbin is already wound, and the bobbin has I don't know if you can see that, but it has an H on it, and then nothing on this side. You want to do it with the H in the up position. So I'm going to drop it into the bobbin, and I'm going to put my pointer finger for my left finger on top, and then I'm going to look for the slit. There's a little metal slit bar there, and if you put it in, you're going to hear a click as I pull it to the left. Did you hear that? To check it, you're going to lift up the bobbin, and you're going to see it's connected. I'll do that again. This is tricky. The H is up, so we drop it in. We put our pointer finger on the bobbin to hold it in place. This thread has to go in that slit behind the, there's a metal bar there, and push it to the left. Listen. And you can hear it connect. The way to know it's correct is to lift the bobbin and then drop it back in. Okay, if you have a lot of thread like mine, you can cut a little. Then what you're going to do is you're going to hold the top thread, the thread from the spool, with your left hand. You hold the hand wheel, turn it towards you as you pull on this left thread, and then it brings it up from the bottom. You can see that it brought it up, and then you can pull both threads. So they're both between the presser foot and the slide plate. You have both of the threads, the thread from the spool as well as the thread from the bobbin. Now we're going to check that we did that correctly. The bobbin cover goes back on. Okay, to check that we did this correctly, you just run it one time through. You can line it up on the 15 on the slide plate. Always make sure your foot pedal is correct. And then you're just going to start sewing. Back stitch. We hold this in, the reverse button. And we keep sewing all the way to the end, and then you can back stitch again. So let's look at our stitches and see if they look good. They look good on the front. They look nice on the back. That means we threaded the machine correctly. Okay, you can pause it.